Hello, and welcome back to our very special edition of Nobody Wake the Bugbear. My name is Andrew, once again, and I will be the Warden again for this evening. Did you know that Warden is an anagram for Andrew?
I did, and although my name is also Andrew, I am not the Warden tonight.
No.
I'm Andrew the Player.
Welcome, Andrew the Player. Who else are we joined by?
We are joined tonight by the fantastic people of Dean from Gallows Humour Games, and Crispy from Table Runner Crispy.
Glad to be here.
Join us tonight, guys.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Or today for you guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Early in the morning for some of us.
Yeah, early hours of the morning for Crispy. And Dean, what's your time zone?
Local time about 10 a.m. I think Crispy's 7 a.m.
Yep, that's right.
You certainly sounded like that when he dropped in.
Yes, it's a little better now.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes, a little bit
blurry-eyed with sugar plums dancing in his head.
I very much appreciate you taking the suffering a little bit for the craft, as we like to call it. Andrew and I are certainly suffering because we're wearing 2 sets of headphones on our head.
I think it's a stylish look.
So that's why, even though we have video for the first time, we're not showing it because it's garbage.
Unfortunately, you couldn't see their wonderful matching Mothership shirts.
Yes.
The same name, the same shirt.
Oh, it's different shirts, but beautiful shirts.
Reppin' Mothership.
I've got the deluxe edition.
Oh,
And I've got the Normie Pleb edition, which is still fantastic.
I like the
I
pleb
should
edition.
Me too.
I should mention that also with the module we are playing, Dead Planet, and the shirts we are wearing on our bodies was graciously sent by Sean McCoy from Tuesday Night Games to the show. It's some very good swag we got. They sent us a boxed set, deluxe set, and some other goodies, and we hope to give them away to our local community at some point.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So yeah, the Tuesday Night Games, very generous to creators, and yeah, good job, guys.
Thanks, Sean.
Thank you, Sean.
Way to go, Sean.
But yes, we are here playing Mothership, the Mothership Sci-Fi Horror RPG. What would your initial impressions be, Dean and then Crispy?
So far, so good. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying my experience with the 3 of you lads. It's excellent. It's funny, you know, when you don't do a classic session 0 and you've thought of your character not that long ago, sometimes I find myself going, what's my character voice? And I don't mean accent, like, who is this man? So I was just like, well, he's going to be kind of the prototypical sort of gruff engineer with a bit of an interesting backstory that was hinted at in that first episode, Dream. But I'm really digging the vibe, Andrew. You're really painting the picture for us on the Long Goodbye, brilliantly named by Crispy.
Great name by Crispy. Rather
We're giving
apt.
it the Long Goodbye.
Yes, that's right.
I was telling Andrew here that it's always the way you're given a highly valuable ship only to rip it away from the player's hands moments after.
Yeah.
This is why we can't have nice things.
That's right. This is exactly why we can't have nice things.
So much for our riveting career as salvagers.
As this is a one-shot, easy come, easy go, I say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But as you were saying, Dean, we'll just stay on you for a little bit. As you said, the getting into the character. Who is your character? There's no session 0. You didn't have much time to plan, which is what you have to learn in Mothership because your character can die. It's a very lethal system, just like that.
Yeah, I like that though. It's because it forces me to flex different muscles. You know, I like the idea of that style. You know, being roped into the aggressive, I say degenerate role player. That's what I call myself. I find myself getting interested in the idea of quicker one shots and forcing yourself to get into a different character and then to wave goodbye to them as they are destroyed horribly by some force unyet known. So
the best session 0 for characters is a one-shot because some of them are going to survive, and that's what a brilliant piece of backstory that's been collaborative to start a campaign off with. You might have created Joe Blow. You create Joe Blow, he dies, he wasn't, you move on to another character. But the character that survives, you can take to another session and start a campaign. That's what I like to, that's what I was getting at on a long meandering way.
You're
Crispy.
a good company if you like to meander.
Your experience, sir.
I really like the mechanic of Mothership. It is it's not unique in the sense that it's a roll under, D100 roll under, but I love that for roleplay because it's just so easy. The dice resolution mechanic is so simple to use, and I really like it. So yeah, good experience so far. And as you say, Andrew, it is deadly for sure. I love the stress build mechanic, as that stress just keeps getting more and more and more and more, and you get that sense of dread, the building dread that there's something bad going to happen, and then your ship blows apart, and you were right all along. But you can't take any solace in being right because now your ship is blown apart.
But not in ways you would expect, obviously.
Exactly. I thought it was going a different direction. There you go.
The decision to start your character at 2 stress is also hilariously...
You can never go down.
As an adult, you go, I get it.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I think the reasoning being was just being in space is stressful enough. So minimum 2 stress. Just to exist.
Yeah.
Where the whole universe is trying to kill you. Everything wants you dead in space.
Yep.
So should we do a little bit of a recap before we get started into episode 2? Just a quick rundown, who your character is.
Sure.
What they're about, and then what happened to them, how they're coping. Andrew, do you want to go first?
Certainly. Well, Rig Helix is about 6'5", wall of steel plates and muscle. Ex-Marine, heavily cybernetically augmented body. Both of his legs have been replaced with robotic limbs. He's got a large servo claw arm in place of one of his own arms. And despite everything going wrong so far, he's relying on his marine training at the moment, as this whole ship seems to have been pulled out of hyperspace abruptly and catastrophically. And we're panicking at this stage.
That is to be determined soon, I suspect, as we haven't rolled for a panic check yet. I probably could have done that as you woke up from the cryopods, but because it wasn't immediately... it was an acute awakening, but because of the sluggishness of your faculties, I thought it would be a bit muted to call.
It would have been hilarious for you to call panic rolls, fail a panic roll, and then die of a heart attack as the first roll of the game. I love that.
That actually,
excellent.
That actually can't happen, but that's a good thing.
That's right. I guess you can't because
it's
a 30
is now a good time to raise my hand and go, how does panic checks work before we get there?
Before we get into the inevitable panic of this system and your situation, when I call from a panic roll, you will roll the only dice that isn't a D10 on your table, which is a D20. Now, you want to roll over your number, not under for the D20. So if your stress, Dean, is 6, if your stress is 6 and you roll a D20 and you get a 10, you pass and you do not panic. However, if you roll a 5 under your panic or 6 matching your panic, I will look up the result on the panic table, and that number is your result. It goes from worse to good, not as bad to worse. Heart attack is number 20. So if you got 20 stress and roll a 20 on your panic check, you have a heart attack, or you're out of the adventure, as they like to say.
Yeah, I see the numbers. None of them are good.
Whereas 1, if you roll a 1, that is adrenaline rush. If you're looking at that now, you get advantage on all checks for 2d10 minutes, I believe.
You're correct.
Now, with your characters, there is one thing that didn't come into effect that I might mention, is your trauma response. If you would look on your character sheet for your class, you've each got a trauma response. Now, whenever I haven't called for a sanity save yet, but Jules, if you fail a sanity save, all the people around you gain an extra stress.
That's right.
Because when the guy who knows everything starts questioning things, that's when you need to worry. On a counterpoint, when the Marine panics,
Everybody panics.
not quite, but
Well,
they
you'll
make
have
a
to
fear
take
save.
Fear save.
Yes, it triggers a fear save when the guy with the gun begins to panic. And Teamster's got the only benefit. Hank, do you know what that is?
Yes, I may take advantage on a panic check once
Yeah.
per session.
Exactly.
That's outstanding.
That is outstanding. Lastly, if Adam, the android, was with you and alive, all fear saves around this android are made with disadvantage. Why? Because they're creepy and unsettling, as I hope I reinforced
Yep.
in the lore.
Yeah, very much so.
All right, long story short, your ship was ripped out of hyperspace. Captain is dead. Your medic is dead, but you miraculously pulled your engineer Monroe, another NPC I have to roleplay. Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
You saved his life. And Adam is glitching on the floor. I'm not sure if anyone's skilled enough or wanting to get him operational, but we'll find out in the episode. Where did we finish the episode, Crispy?
Jules Kendrick, a 58-year-old professor on a extended research from his faculty, had just left the now non-existent safety of the interior of the Long Goodbye, which is still holed and venting internal atmosphere into vacuum. I'm in a vac suit. I'm magnetically attached to the exterior of the Long Goodbye, making my way towards a utility pod with Hank Maddox, the Teamster. I've just noticed a planet off the bow of the ship, red planet, and a vessel which had power and lights, running lights on for a moment until they turned off. That's where we're at.
Dean, I believe we missed Hank's description just before we start again.
Ah, yes. Hank is a gruff-voiced alcoholic who doesn't drink anymore because of something that happened to him on his old ship called the Erebus. He is a thin man, but he's got wiry strength because he's a man who twists wrenches. That's how he's made any money in his life. And he is, he's hoping for another chance on the Long Goodbye, a chance to pay off some money he owes to some unscrupulous types. And he was just starting to get settled into this new role when, the cold reality of space set in and ripped this beautiful ship that he was quite fond of into two pieces. And now he's coming to grips with the idea that he is looking at a functioning life pod that he knows would save his life. And this guy, Jules, we're hoping he doesn't start panicking in his suit because he's got no zero-G training. And I'm caught in a moral pickle because I only see a way to hold two people and there's four people. And the math is just not good. And
I could hang on to the side.
Yeah, that's true.
Got more vac suits.
We're hoping we got an answer, and he's probably going to reach out to Rig, who he
if you like them.
I do like Rig, the medic. You know, he routinely tells me to lay off smoking and to eat.
Well, he's
better.
dead, but you got the engineer, the asteroid
engineer,
miner,
sorry.
yeah, Monroe.
Right. Engineer drowned or something. So yeah, now that we have comms in the vac suit, first order of business will probably be to reach out to Rig once things get kicking.
Alrighty, shall we start, gentlemen? I'm sorry that was a long intro, but we'll get into the game now. Shall we?
Let's do.
Okay, let's do a little bit of a dramatic entry. Nobody Wake the Bugbear, in collaboration with Table Runner Crispy and Gallows Humor Games, presents The Law of Salvage, Episode 2. Jules staring up into the void as the lights of this derelict vessel, this hammerhead, sleek, military-grade ship, blinks out as the lights go off.
Hank, did you see that?
Yeah.
My suited glove still pointing at this other vessel hanging in the black ocean off our bow.
I turn and follow his finger.
The ship that you witnessed through the viewport of your ship, you didn't see it blink out, but now the pilot lights, the emergency lights, orange and white, are flickering.
Looks like the one I saw from the bridge, but the lights look dim. Is she running?
Definitely has power. And it had lights on before. Which means
Jules,
that...
roll a sanity save. Let's take that for a spin, shall we?
Sanity check coming up. Failure.
Your sanity is under 21.
Oh, sorry. I was doing a stress check. My bad.
You're right.
Okay, so...
Your sanity is 46 and you've rolled a 21.
Yeah, so I'm
I
good.
believe.
Success.
You're good.
Yeah, my bad. Wrong check.
Please continue.
Listen, I don't know if maybe Rig can flash him, send him some Morse code or something. I don't know if we can communicate with
Rig,
this ship.
right. Wait, shouldn't we be able to contact him?
Absolutely. Stand by. Rig.
And we
Right
cut
here.
back to Rig, now standing next to Monroe, looking down at Adam, and the comms come through.
At last. It comes back up. Hank, Jules,
Hank.
what'd you find?
Look, man, here's the deal. We got pod. We got one pod. We got 4 guys. Good news, we got vac suits.
Thank Christ.
Yeah. I'm not in the habit of leaving guys behind, man. So listen, we're not gonna push off, and I'm trying to keep Jules, he's looking a little squirrely, man.
What are you talking about, Squirrely? Look at you, imbecile. I am absolutely fine. I'm just taking in all of the data. Look, Marine, if you and the engineer, if you could get him, Monroe, over into the vac suits, I think that we should be heading over to that ship. It's in much better condition than ours. At least it's in one piece. And
Yeah,
I saw some
here's
lights
the thing,
on.
though. We don't know if those guys caused our headache. Rig, is there any way you can hit those guys with some kind of Morse code? Maybe some sort of light flashing, signal flashing, something for when ships are at this range. Maybe we can flash them communications, see what their deal is.
The console sparks in front of you.
Not really. We're down in the comms room and it's shot to all hell. Oh, I found Adam, by the way. He's cooked.
Monroe asks, "Who's that? Who's that?"
Hey, it's Hank and Jules.
Oh shit! How are they?
Hey, shut up! I'm talking to them. If they're right. Just let
Guys,
me...
if you can hear me, Adam's dead. Oh, he's fucking fits in on the floor. I don't know how to fix him.
I just told him that, Monroe. I just told him that. Would you get out of my ear? Yeah, Adam's cooked. All right. He found him. He was fried down in the comms room. So at least that's one less thing we have to worry about. But we still need to get the hell off this ship. But we'll make our way to you. All right.
How's our... He all right? He sounds a little,
Well, I mean, we've all woken up to better mornings.
Fair enough.
But hang tight. Don't leave without us, all right? We'll be there soon. All right,
We're not
Monroe,
going
come on. We
anywhere.
gotta go.
We'll stick on you, Rig, just so we get a bit of a turn for you.
Shit. All right.
Monroe asks, "What's the go?"
Look, this ship is screwed. There's
That
another
cryo milk tastes like shit.
I know, it's not the best, no. Look, focus. There's another ship out there that's holding up better than ours. We're going to race down to the external ship bay. All right, there's one drop pod left. There's some vac suits for us. They're waiting for us.
I need my gear.
Yeah, I've got to swing past the armory as well. Well, look, you grab your shite, I'll grab my shite, and we'll all meet back at the external ship bay, right?
All right, let him know.
Yeah, I will. I'll start climbing up the ladder and hit the short range comms as get back up to the command brig.
You go back to the command center. You see now the ship that was lit up is now blank. Roll a sanity save. Because you saw it on the bridge, did you not? Fully light up.
I did.
Yes.
It was fully lit up.
It was.
Let's see. It's 31 over 17. No, that ship was definitely alight before.
What are you talking about?
That ship was in full working condition last I saw it.
I believe you. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, this is not right.
He heads off the room.
Start running towards the armory, and I'm hitting the comms again.
The ship is tilted fully now, and you're having to step into the bulkhead on the side.
Guys, I'm getting a bad feeling about this ship. Something's not right. Something's not right.
What'd you see?
Nothing. When I came up here the first time, it was all lit up, all pretty, like all working, and now nothing. Don't get it.
Yep.
Don't get it.
Look, it's just lights flickering. Stay in the fight, Marine. Pull yourself together. I saw the same thing. It's no cause for alarm. How are we coming on those vac suits? Are you moving yet?
You're hearing echoing through the ship is the stomp
on the background of the comms.
Rig is like tearing through the ship. I just need to get me going, and I'll be right there.
You make your way to the armory, disheveled, but all locked in place. The guns are in their cabinets, look to be secured.
Run into the room and kind of come to a halt in front of it. Look down at my general purpose machine gun. There you are, baby.
Monroe starts changing out of his lab coat jacket into his heavy coveralls, giving him a bit more armor. He goes to get his welding tools, his boarding axe, and you just see him in the background rummaging through these cabinets.
Rig will hoist the machine gun up, lift it onto his shoulder.
Is that necessary?
Yes, it is.
You can't get in the suit with that. You have to hold it.
I know that, but it makes it easier to run now.
Oh, yeah, I got it. All right. I've got all my stuff.
Let's go then.
All right.
Back towards the external ship hangar.
And you come to now the airlock with 2 suits missing and 2 suits remaining outside this closed airlock door with a little visor in front seeing into the area.
Short range comes again. Right, we're here. We're getting into the suits. We'll need 10-15, all right?
Copy that.
As we cut back into Jules and Hank, we cut back to you.
If they're getting the suits on, it's going to be some time.
That should give us time to make sure that the utility pod is powered up, ready to go.
Affirmative to that.
I shuffle
Let's
with
go.
the clunk.
Yeah,
clunk,
you're outside
clunk.
the pod.
I move over to the pod's access port.
I'm following behind Jules.
You see this egg-shaped industrial pod with black and orange markings on the side. It's got 2... it's a space repair and service vehicle. These utility pods are used in salvage operations. They've got 2 robotic arms and a laser cutter on the back. These are not equipped for planetary landing, but they can maneuver for up to a month in open space. They carry 2 users.
Look, here's the deal. Make sure, quick diagnostics on this thing, see what's what.
I press the control pad next to the portal to open the utility pod.
The door silently floats up as you just hear the muffling in your head of your helmet.
Hank, you know how to pilot these? I imagine most of it is automated.
We're going to find out.
Hank, as a experienced salvageman, you would routinely be fully capable and licensed for this equipment.
Absolutely.
All right, climb in here, man.
I reach up and grab the handle, pulling myself off the magnetic attachment to the last goodbye, the long goodbye.
You're hit with weightlessness.
My vac-suited hands clicking over the very thick buttons designed exactly for operation should you have to pilot with a vac suit. And I fire up the main power on the battery. flick a few knobs, turn a few dials, and hope it springs to life.
It shudders and everything lights up. These mechanical buttons, these large circular dials of the ship spring to life and all flicker and light up. Power 93%.
We're in business, Jules.
Rig,
Oxygen supplies full.
utility pod is good.
Thank Christ.
You hear Monroe come through the speakers now on open comms.
Oh, that's good news. Oh, what do we do now?
I say we make our way over that ship, see if we can soft seal on it. Maybe we can cut our way in if necessary.
Oh, it's possible. Will we make it? How far is it?
Here's the deal. We can make it because of perpetual motion, but the only problem is we don't know the condition of that ship, but here's what I think. That ship is in one piece. Our ship is in two. We're venting
that right?
O2. Yeah. Well, I mean, we're venting. We can't have more than 3% at this point. So we're gonna have to do a little, well, you know. You guys are gonna have to hitch a ride. You know what that
You
is?
see them now, these specks walking along the bulk of the hull, coming towards your position with their mag boots on.
Come on, Rig.
I'm coming as fast as I bloody well can.
Well, at least you'll have time for me to correct whatever it is that Hank just said. Perpetual motion? What are you talking? Maybe you should leave the physics to the physicist? Maybe? What do you think? Listen,
Yeah.
if we can see that detail on that ship, we're close enough to get there.
Sounds good.
Jules, you're gauging distance. You could see that it's no greater than 5 kilometers away.
This is a short jaunt, gentlemen. In astronomical terms, we're right on top of one another. It doesn't get closer than this. 5
That's
kilometers,
good news.
that's spitting distance.
Well, I know I'll be able to hold on that long. What about you, Monroe?
Fuck.
He reaches in his bag and his toolbox and brings out his paracord and cabling and begins strapping it around his arm and chest and hooks a carabiner to the outside of the ship and locks himself in.
Yeah. Riggs stomps up to it, lifts the pneumatic claw arm to one of the parts of the machine, and just clamps on.
All right, we're secure. Hit it.
I'm going to reach over, flick a few buttons, and say,
This is just a precautionary measure, guys. I'm gonna actually shut the life support off inside the utility pod since we're all vac suited. Why waste it? We may need it.
Good thinking.
I power it down. Lights flicker. Warning comes up. I override the warning.
All right, Jules.
Okay, Captain. Take us
Here
there.
we go.
I lift the utility pod off of the exterior hangar, and I point the nose of that sucker. I turn the paddles, the sticks, and I turn it towards the hammerhead-shaped vessel, this black lozenge against a red planet. And I lightly touch the throttle.
We see this little pod with hangers on float away from the last goodbye. Or the late goodbye. It's the last goodbye.
Long goodbye.
The long goodbye. Both wrong. You say farewell to the long goodbye as it starts to get smaller and smaller. And drifting off now, perhaps a kilometer away, is the engine of your ship. And at that moment, the lights on your vessel fizzle out.
There she goes. All right.
I look at the exterior of this hammerhead-shaped vessel, and I'm looking for soft seal airlock spots where maybe, just maybe, we could enter this ship from the exterior.
As you get closer, the minutes go by as this ship increases in size, and lit up on the side, the nameplate of this vessel. J4C2 Alexis. And just down from the nameplate is a airlock industrial.
Look at that. Look. I point.
See it?
Juliet 4 Charlie 2 Alexis. That's the registration.
Rick, have you ever heard of
maybe-
this?
That doesn't look like any of the ships that I've fought against before.
Doesn't look military?
Coming closer, it doesn't seem to have weaponry.
If it was a military vessel, it would have blasted us out of the sky by now.
Good point.
Jules, you would recognize it as more of a research vessel. Deep space. Capacity for long travel.
If memory serves, that's a ship with a warp drive orders of magnitude better than ours.
What do you mean?
You would know that J4 stands for Jump 4, able to go the level, the classification Jump 4. To contrast, yours can go Jump 1.
It's more than 4 times. It's a logarithmic scale. Look, I don't want to bore you with a lecture on the
Dumb it down
finer
for us,
points
Jules.
of hyperspace, and frankly,
Dumb it down, Doc.
all right, picture it this way. We can jump, say, a football field, whereas that thing could jump from Earth to Jupiter.
Okay.
All right, that's advanced. The ship's worth a fortune. You know that fucking means the ship's worth a fortune.
What kind of ship is it, Doc?
Looks like a research ship. I mean, whoever funded this project, that's no small... I mean, my faculty, at great expense, put me on as a member of your crew. At least that's what they told me when they sent me off.
It dwarfs the Erebus I served on, and that was by Cerberus Corp. Those guys got money. This thing is way bigger.
Bet someone would pay a small fortune to get it back.
The technology on that ship, especially the hyperspace technology, will be exceptionally valuable. It's closely guarded trade secrets. I think you're right, Rick.
Do you think you can fly it?
Me? No, not at all. But I could absolutely run the calculations for that jump. That I'm confident.
I think we got a plan here, lads.
Hey, ships like that got a lot of autopilot.
We could be sitting pretty, as long as we can get inside.
The pod drifts its way to the front of the airlock as you see the access point in front of you in the view screen.
All right, we're gonna try to counter thrust here. Slow down just a touch. We're gonna guide it in nice and easy. We wanna no mistakes here. We're getting one shot at this.
Please be bloody careful.
Now,
Copy that.
you would know that because of these utility pods were on the outside of your ship, attached to the hull, they are not designed to dock with said ship, but you can open the hatch and manually access the airlock.
Now, I don't mean to upset you guys, but there is no docking. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna take those mechanical doohickeys. Is that the technical term, Jules? And we're gonna clamp onto that thing and hold ourselves secure, and then, well, we gotta do a little floating.
We're in space, it's fine. Just make sure that our velocity relative to that other body is 0. As long as our attitude and velocity match theirs perfectly, we will be going nowhere.
Well, sounds good to me.
My attitude's fine. Let's do it.
Not that attitude, Monroe.
I stand up out of the seat, move over to the portal, and open the utility pod's door to space.
Silently goes up, and the claws have grabbed onto either side of the airlock, securing it.
Oh. Well, the claws. I mean, you could have just said the claws, Hank.
Mechanical arm doohickeys?
Yeah, those ones.
Yeah.
I know what he was talking about.
Yeah, I know what you meant, man.
Monroe has already unclipped himself and is now spider walking his way down the arms to make contact with this ship, the Alexis.
Rick is still on the
Look,
sand.
Jules, I didn't go to the fancy school of book learning, but I got us here, nice and secure.
You see him Munro brings out his utility pack and goes up to the manual control panel and begins looking at it, checking it out.
Oh, looks like we don't have to weld our way through. Looks like I can open it. I'll just have to do the manual lease. Should be fine. I'll take about a minute or two.
Good on you, Monroe. Guys, Monroe reckons he can get us inside.
Perfect. Tell him to take his time on the decompression, or he's gonna get a little bit of a surprise.
I copy Monroe's motions, crawling on the outside of the utility pod towards the arms. I stop next to Riggs.
Don't fucking like it out here, Jules. I want to get
What do you
back
mean?
on solid ground. Hey, being in space.
Oh,
I don't like not being able to touch the bloody ground.
you know, Riggs, did I ever tell you about my son? He was in the service. He was what did they call them? A ground pounder? Is that what you mean? You were,
Right, yeah.
yeah.
Terra firma.
No.
I turn and look through my vac suit helmet, the stars.
It is kind of majestic, though, isn't it? I mean, empty and terrifying, but beautiful space. The big black ocean.
Pretty to look at, not so much to be in.
That's true, Rick.
I'd much rather not. You know, if you're on the ground and you accidentally let go, you don't go flying into the abyss for. Yeah, no. I want to be on the ship as soon as fucking possible.
Yeah, maybe you guys can get a room once we get in there, because this is real romantic and everything, but alacrity would be appreciated. How do you like that word, Jules?
All right, I got it working. Stop your yapping.
And the door opens to the ship. The internal door. Now you've got this small access room about 4 or 5 meters across. Plenty of room for all of you.
Rig pushes off desperately to get inside.
I follow Rig.
Hank follows Jules.
Bagboot's locking onto the ship floor.
And you're all inside this area. As you step through the threshold of the ship, the weight of gravity takes over once more as you step into the range of the artificial gravity.
That's a good sign.
That's a great sign.
Anti-grav's still working.
Yeah, their ship's faring much better than ours.
The shoulder light comes on and starts illuminating the corridor room in front of us, just sweeping across it with the shoulder-mounted machine gun.
So you are
I
still
sealed
in the
airlock
actual...
behind me. Sorry.
Yeah, you're still in the airlock. And there's a big door in front of you. But as Hank said, he's sealing the behind so you can cycle. Yeah.
We're green.
We're
I do a
green.
thumbs up.
All right, let's do it.
Monroe goes to the second internal controls panel. It goes green. The door shuts behind you. And he stares at it in silence.
What are you waiting for?
One of you do it.
You alright?
What's the
One of you
problem?
do it. Nothing's wrong. It's fine. I just
Rig walks past and
I
presses
don't want
the
to be
button.
the.
It opens and a rush of air hits you, or hits the suit. You feel it. You hear it muffled in your suit is muffling this sound, but air rushes in as you see in front of you a dimly lit corridor.
All right, the shoulder lamp comes on, lights it up.
I look at my wrist readout for oxygen integrity in the surrounding environment.
It appears to be completely sealed and oxygen stable.
Oxygen is stable here, guys. I'd love to see, I'd like to access a computer, see if we can get some sort of layout and or damage on this thing, but we should be safe to take these suits off.
I release the neck collar of the helmet of the vac suit. Pop it off. Breathe in the air.
I do the same.
Monroe stares at you. His little helmet turns. And then he does the same thing. Oh, okay. It's fine, I think.
Smell that, boys? Carbon.
I turn to the next to the airlock door, looking at the wall for a computer terminal.
You see a number of computer terminals for the exit of the airlock, and you see messages on the walls. To the north, you see a panel saying deck access. Looks like some kind of tube or maintenance access hatch a few meters away in front of you. To your right, a few meters down the corridor, is a large, wide airlock door to your east. And then to your west, the corridor continues up into a door saying life support to the north, and it continues down a corridor to the south. Finally, terminating at the end of the edge of the bulkhead to the west is the science lab with an airlock door.
I walk across the hallway to this panel, this deck access.
What do you see, Jules?
It says deck access as I put my helmet down on the ground and undo the gauntlets of the vac suit.
On the message, you see Deck 1, Lower Deck, Deck 2, Habitation, Deck 3, Upper Deck Command.
Looks like
No welcoming party?
nothing so far as I look at this outline. It looks like Deck 3 is command.
The air smells stale, and there's a hint of rancidity to it. Unpleasant. Stale.
Oof.
Smells like captain's quarters. Do you smell that?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of wish we left the vac suits on now.
To everyone's surprise, I'm standing in my underwear still.
So is Rick.
Munro looks down at through his suit, his overall. Did you take your vac suits off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
You
the
did?
gauntlets.
Or just the helmet, right?
helmet.
Oh, the helmet.
Helmet.
Yeah,
gauntlets.
and I think only Jules took off a glove.
Yeah.
It's modular.
Mhm.
So up to you if you want to disrobe.
I suppose if it doesn't impact movement, I'll keep it on.
It does. It makes you a little bit more sluggish, which mechanically speaking, you get disadvantage on speed checks while in normal gravity. I'm going to keep it on if it's all the same to you, Munro says.
Yeah, probably a good idea to have them nearby should this thing go tits up.
We don't know the integrity. If we get another hull breach, we want the suit on, right?
Yep.
Oh, that makes sense. I stuff the gauntlet into the helmet. Pick up the helmet.
I follow suit.
Look over at Rig. All right, so command, I guess? Where would we go, Marie?
Yeah. Look, I would head to the command deck, find out if anyone's still alive. They're probably there. But listen, you lot stay behind me, all right? If we find any nasties on this ship, I'm a lot less squishy than yous. Let me take lead.
Amen to that.
In addition to the large airlock doors and also the normal-sized doors to what says life support to the northwest and crew chief's quarters to the south, you see little ventilation access to the north of the main industrial airlock to the east. You see like a ventilation access, but in front of you is deck access, habitation command.
Come on, guys. Let's go. Rig starts stomping towards the command decks.
Alrighty.
I
He
step
disappears
aside.
down the tube.
I follow Rig.
A torchlight and his machine gun are carefully taking angles, checking blind spots as we enter the room.
I feel pretty good that you brought that thing, not gonna lie.
You crawl through this vent and goes up a little ladder, all through the bowels of the ship. And it turns a corner and then heads down. There's ladder through the whole range of the ship, even when you're horizontal, as you're following this hatch to the upper decks, the habitat deck. And you see a little square panel in front of you with a turn lock.
This is habitat. Are we getting out here or are we continue on to command? I say we go on to command.
Sounds good to me.
You're in the lead.
Keep moving. You now go up. Turns up. And you travel now minutes. You're traveling for minutes as you're making your way through. Monroe says, "Oh, it stinks in here. You smell that?
Terrible. It's awful.
Something's wrong, man."
Yeah, it's getting worse the closer we're getting to the command bridge. I'm expecting the worst, guys.
Listen, the size of this ship, and nobody was at the airlock. Nothing. It's a goddamn ghost ship.
You find the panel in front of you to the command deck. "Well, do the honors. I can't see anything. What have you found?"
Dead.
Single file almost.
It's command deck. The shoulder torchlight. He's got like a torch on one shoulder and the big machine gun on the other.
I don't know how that fits through this fucking thing, but you made it work, mate.
Sure did. The torch is illuminating the control panel, and Rig will kind of look towards the more computer-minded.
It's a turn.
Oh,
Turn it.
grabs his wing, starts opening the control deck.
Ka-chunk. Folds out ergonomically into little steps.
Take a tentative step into the
You see this long corridor with emergency lights on, and we just see the head of Helix in his vac suit just pop out the side, quiet and dusty. See one airlock to the east, 5 or 6 meters away, and at the other end you see another airlock 5 or 6 meters away, saying bridge.
Notice the airlock spacing on this thing, Jules.
Rig starts stumping towards the bridge.
Dismount out of the conduit. Monroe follows.
Come on, guys, what are you waiting for?
Crawl out into the corridor.
Same.
Monroe grips his axe a little bit tighter.
Where'd you get that axe?
It's a boarding axe. You didn't think to grab one?
No.
You good with a gun? I picked up a spare.
Sure.
And, Rig will pass over the captain's bloodied revolver.
It's got blood on it, man.
They won't affect the bullets much.
Well, I guess you're the captain now, Hank.
It's only
doomed.
fitting,
Boy.
Captain.
God help our souls.
Jules, you're
Einstein,
fired.
help us.
I flick open the revolver and twirl it to make sure there are 6 rounds in it.
He always keeps 6 rounds in it.
Captain was ready to rock.
I point down the hallway.
All right, you first,
Bridge.
Marine.
All right. Takes a few tentative steps into the command bridge. Torchlight and the machine gun ready.
Doof, doof, doof. Come up to this doorway. There's no window.
Then we slowly open it.
Doo-doo.
Right, hold up.
Command
hold up,
locked.
Hold up.
It's locked anyway.
Glows red.
One of you two try get in.
You got a torch? I say to Monroe.
Oh, yeah, I do actually. Let me have a look.
Use it?
Let me have a look.
Why not
Comes
just
over.
knock? Knock and see if someone's there.
Rig.
Dong, dong, dong. Hello? Who's in there? Hello? Anybody home?
Complete silence until the light goes green. The door opens.
Tough.
Oh.
Oh, look at that, Jules. You are fucking right.
Go figure.
And standing in front of the door, with his arm on the panel, is an android. Wearing a green jumpsuit, plain, dirty, and this android with a handsome face stares at you.
What do you see?
Greetings.
It's another fucking droid. Hello?
I am research android Pander.
Pander. It calls itself Pander, guys. Pander. The fuck happened here?
A waft of the stale air hits you now, Rick, as it smells like bloody flesh and rotted corpses. As just behind Panda, the android, is the command room. There is blood all over the floor, dried and fetid. There's a body slumped in the chair of the captain's chair. And there's got to be another one in there. The smell's horrendous.
What is that smell?
It's the crew and captain, and God, they're all fucking dead, long dead. Ugh.
What is the status of the additional crew?
What's the status of what's your status? What's going on?
We have had a navigational error. We are trying to rectify it right now.
What kind of navigational error kills people. Well, explain yourself. Research.
He says we. Jules, did you stare into the room?
I move forward and I see behind as I cover my mouth and my nose with my hand, trying to attenuate a little bit the stench. I do see the bodies and the blood painting the walls.
The android called Panda turns his head and talks to someone, or something in the corner, as you see a severed head of an android resting on a desk, staring back at you. Roll a sanity save. Those who see it.
Critical failure.
Critical failure.
Also a failure.
Failure. Both of you take a stress.
To hell.
What's the sit rep up there, boys? I start making my way towards the command.
I stumble back and run to the opposite door.
Ho, 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 ho.
Okay, as he runs, let's do a panic check for the first time. Was that a sanity save?
That was just...
I believe it
Yeah, that
was.
was a sanity fail.
save.
I believe everyone now take a point of stress first.
Yes.
Bit of bookkeeping. And then, Jules, roll a d20 as you have initiated a panic roll.
15 plus 7.
So 7 is your current stress?
Correct.
You pass. I'm guessing it activated your flight response. Just continue that, I think.
I run to the other door.
Don't open anything, Jules.
Panda looks at this other android who, I will correct myself, it isn't quite a head. It does have a body attached, but from the chest down and no arms, it's sitting on this desk. And it says,
"We have company, Panda."
and Panda says, "Yes, Krenot, they are able to help us, possibly. Find the problem. Will you help us?"
I mean, if it gets us fucking home, I suppose. What? Hank, you talk to him. I can't understand what they're going on about.
Hold on, man. Jules is freaking out. I jog towards the end of the hall where he is.
You see Monroe as well, is just staring at you as you walk past.
I put my hand on Jules in a comforting way, even though we've been bantering back and forth, and I sort of turn him towards me. I go, "You all right, buddy?"
With my ungloved hand, I take off my wire-ring glasses and rub my eyes. I'm a researcher. I'm a scientist. I'm not, I don't know.
All right, look at me, man. You're a scientist. I assume there's some dead people in there?
There's a bunch of dead bodies. There's
All right.
There's some android that's still functioning, but it's in pieces.
All right.
And there's whatever this pander. I don't know.
Listen, look, we're not on the long goodbye. The good news is we're here. We're alive. We have a chance. Those people are dead. Nothing we can do about that.
I put my glasses back on.
We need you. Come on. I start walking back towards command, hoping Jules follows.
Sluggishly, some reluctance, I drag my feet along the metal deck plates back towards this horrific room.
Hank enters the room for the first time.
Hank, you see 2 dead bodies, one in the captain's chair and the other over near Krenot, the half-bodied android.
Oh, God. Oof.
Are you accustomed to the smell and the sight of dead bodies?
No.
Then roll a fear save.
27 pass. I steel myself against the visuals, thinking back to how I'm quickly becoming accustomed to this after seeing a pull through my captain's chest and choke back the bile. Boy, I look at Rig, hoping he's got his shit together.
Rig is a lot more used to seeing the dead bodies. He's actually more unnerved by the androids and not knowing what actually happened, more so than the dead bodies.
Panda is now at the captain's console, just off from the chair, typing away into the computer.
Hey. I walk over.
The files are corrupted. I am trying to recover them.
Stop. What the hell happened in here? I step over the body.
There has been a navigational error. I am trying to find out the cause. Cranot in the corner.
Our memory files are not functioning very well. We are trying to get to the bottom of it.
What's the...
You see a bunch of ship status showing up on the screens in front.
I turn and try to catch them as they scroll past.
It's all like on repeat, scrolling across the screen. You can see it clearly. Ship status. Emergency lockdown. All airlocks locked. Maintenance tubes. Obstructions detected. Life support 33.3%. Navigation offline. No data. Data corrupted. Navigation offline. Engines offline. 10 fuel units remaining. 1 warp core remaining. Jump drive maintenance alert. And it's repeating.
I relay all the information to these guys as it happens across the screen.
So that they're not doing much better than our ship, but they've got a warp core left. So there's a chance if we can get this shit up and running again, we can get out.
Hey, man.
We can get out of here.
But their navigation file says it's corrupted.
That's where you come in, partner.
I reach into my one of the pockets of my suit. I pull out my pocket computer. Good thing I've saved that last file that we used. Should have led us to jump back out from this place. Maybe even further.
You also get a map of the ship on the status screen.
Oh, beautiful.
As
Look at this. I punch it up.
I will reveal the entire map. You see a schematic of the Alexis, a deep space research vessel, and you are in the upper deck in the command section.
I turn to the android. I say, were you guys heading to your op or returning from it?
We were on a deep space mission to data missing.
Right. So you were on your way. You weren't coming back?
We have supplies sufficient for deep space travel of up to 50 years.
All right. We won't run out of food.
How many crew?
Searching. Insufficient data. Corruption.
How long have you been sitting here?
We have been trying to fix the problem for the last 35 minutes.
Wait, so everybody died in the last 35 minutes?
Beep beep. Correct.
Wait. 35 minutes.
That's not
That's
right.
about the time we had our issues.
It does not look like these bodies. These bodies looks to be weeks old. Roll a sanity save. You two, Rig and Hank.
Critical success with a 0-0.
Excellent. So with a critical success, our house rule is to lower a stress. So you can do that. What about you, Hank? What did you get?
A 0-4.
Pass.
Pass.
That they're malfunctioning or something. Takes at least 4 or 5 weeks for a body to rot like that.
You're fucking lying, robot.
I am only reporting on the available data. Will you help me? Help us. Find the problem. Can you find the captain?
Jules, you know anything about computers, man?
Yes, I do. I walk over to the console. Pander, let me have a look. Step aside.
It politely steps aside.
I take my personal portable computer and I set it on top of the console. Start typing away.
You search some data. You find ship status and readouts through different systems of the ship. However, all the status reports only seem to be 38 minutes old.
These timestamps.
Yeah.
The only timestamps, we look at them, they're 38 minutes ago. There's nothing beyond
Doesn't
that.
make sense. Rig's saying these guys been here for weeks.
Well,
We have been trying for 37 minutes.
wait. Rig, you and I saw this ship with the lights on, right? And then it went
Yeah, we did.
dead with just
Aye.
running lights.
Aye,
Did you say that was about 38 minutes ago?
give or take. Shit, you're right.
Where's the warp core? something malfunctioning here. I look at the schematics.
You look at the schematics and drag it all the way down to the lower deck, and you see along the corridor from where you entered the ship is a long corridor, one to the north leading into the cargo hold, one to the south leading to the cryo chamber, and at the end of the corridor is the dual engine room drive with thrusters and warp core area.
Doc, buzz back to that cryo chamber. We got anybody alive down there?
Well, the status here
You
is...
see up to 30 cryopods.
Okay, well,
that's on the way to the engine room.
Data corrupted.
whatever is going to happen, it's going to happen in an interval of 37 minutes. Wait, realization strikes me. How long ago is 30? We may only have a few more minutes before whatever reset happens again.
Jesus.
Reset? What the?
We're in some kind of... what you have to understand, we don't have time for a full lecture. Hyperspace...
I don't understand.
Hyperspace warps time and space. That's why we have these time dilation effects. This is an advanced engine, right? A research vessel, jump 4 capability. I pull up the schematics again, seeing if there's a way to open the faster way rather than us climbing down the ventilation shaft or the service tunnels. We need...
The only way to get through the decks is the service access ports.
We better get moving quickly. There's no other way. Everything else is locked down.
I'm not going to pretend I understand, but I'll let's go. I'm with you.
Some kind of time dilation?
Something, yes.
God,
That's just my guess, but let's say it's a...
Panda and Kronot go back to focusing on the panel, and Panda starts typing things in, trying to fix it.
That's a waste. Whatever's happening here, it's not going to be at this panel. Doesn't understand. Whatever happens, we have a limited amount of time. As I leave my gauntlets and my vac suit helmet in my haste, I run out of the bridge back towards the ventilation
If you see
stack.
the captain, tell her to report to the bridge immediately.
Copy that. I follow Jules.
Okay,
Running.
so we've all got you out. Monroe goes, "Fuck this, man." Walks back to the... Oh, shit, hang on. The airlocks, can we open the airlocks? Take off the emergency override. Anyone?
Yeah, but we don't know if the hull integrity is intact, do we?
It didn't say any hull breach or anything.
I'm already on the ladder. I call back, whatever you're going to do it quick.
All right, I don't know how to do it. He gets on the ladder.
Tell Panda.
Panda, open all the airlocks. Affirmative. And about a minute later, the door opens and goes green to the east of this corridor. But you know the access port, it would lead to the life support system 1 and life support system 2 to the north and south, and then the navigation computer at the back of the bridge. But the only access to the decks is here, where you're going through now.
I keep following
Going
Jules.
down the rungs as
All right,
fast as I can. At one point, I
All right, we've got all of you.
sliding on, trying to hold the edge of the ladder.
You're hustling, so it only takes about a minute. You make it to the habitat deck once more.
Keep going down.
Keep going down. More minutes pass as you make your way through the bows of the ship, all the way down back to the lower deck.
I step out onto the lower deck.
Keep hustling.
It's this way. I hustle to the east, heading towards the engine area where the warp drive is located.
You pass now the cargo hold. You pass that airlock. It is now unlocked. You pass by the cryo chamber door to the south, now unlocked. There's another airlock
hold up.
to the north as you're running down this corridor.
I turn and look in the cryo chamber.
The door's shut, but unlocked.
You think anybody's in there? Alive? Somebody who knows something about this ship?
It's worth checking.
I bang on the button.
It opens, and in this room, you see cryopods, 30 of them, stacked on and angled forwards to
It's a big-ass crew.
big-ass capacity. You see them sandwiched between and stacked 3 high in rows of 10.
I'm shining my shoulder torch on the against all the cryopods, trying to look through the glass, see if there's anybody in any of these
Number
pods.
1, nothing. Number 2, nothing. Number 3, nothing. You're scrolling through. Number 4, you see a dried out husk of a person inside.
God.
Roll a fear save.
Fail.
Failure.
Take a stress. You see
Oh, God.
claw marks,
Look at that.
gouges in the 5th one, right down the middle, shattering the glass. You see gouges.
I take a closer look. Are they from the inside or the
You
outside?
take a closer look. They are from the inside. Roll a sanity save.
God. 21, another failure.
How does that float your boat?
Oh,
Want to keep looking?
God.
Fuck.
I think they're all fucking
Forget
dead.
it, man. Forget it. I bail. I turn and walk out of the cryo room. I go, come on, Rick.
I'm already at the doors
I'm
to the
taking-
engine room, having not.
Yep,
stopped.
we're outside the doors of the engine room. Monroe is with you, Jules, and they're, come on, guys!
Come on, come on.
I'm already pressing
Run to catch up.
the panel control to open the doors.
The door opens, and you look in, you see in front of you, I know I shouldn't say you see, but in front of you is the engine room drive. In a long little corridor, to the north you have engine A, and to the south you have engine B. There's ventilation access as well on either points. You see conduits of power systems. You see down to the north, there's a panel and a door leading to one of the engines.
Ooh, this is beautiful. Hank tries to focus on the engines. He tries to drive the dry, husky corpse in the cryo chamber out of his mind's eye. He tries to drive the fact that the guy was punching through, trying to
Hank,
escape.
this looks like the most advanced engine system you've ever seen. This is a gold mine.
Look at this thing, man.
It's beautiful.
We get out of this. We're living in mansions.
In the corner, you see 2 deceased crew members slumped against the northern wall. And
I go, those.
at that moment, all the lights, blindingly bright, switch on. As it goes, and the engines come alive and start humming with power. And the corpses in the corner, their eyelids begin to flitter and they start jittering in front
They're
of
not
you.
dead.
Everyone roll a sanity save who are seeing this. As their eyes flicker, the blinding light of the normal lights have switched on.
That is a failure
Fail.
for Rig.
I go. They're not dead, and then it dawns on me, and I go, oh, fuck. I start backing away.
Monroe comes up behind you. What? Oh shit! What the fuck? Are they alive?
I don't know, man.
I point at them and fail my sanity. Everyone around me gets 1 stress.
Fuck.
As I just point.
Monroe grabs you, wrenches you back through the doorway.
Everyone else hears the sound of Rig's machine gun starting to spin. Fuck this place. Fuck this place. Boys,
We gotta go. We gotta get out of here.
There.
Lock it down. Tell the android, comms. Can we comm? Can we communicate with him? Tell him to lock it down.
The androids in the Pander, come in, Pander.
The comms give you violent feedback. It's almost like a screaming at you through the...
Fuck. I don't know what's going on. Fuck this
And you hear
place.
scraping noises coming from the west, 10 meters down the corridor, where it turns, echoing down the corridor, scraping.
I turn to face that way. The machine gun's still spinning in that direction now.
Monroe goes, oh shit! He looks at the ventilation shaft to the south and just starts wrenching off the panel with his axe, breaking through, and it opens the vent, and he looks at it. We've got to get out of here, man! We've got to get out of here! And he jumps in through. What's everyone else doing? Hank, Jules,
Shut the door. Shut the door.
I hit the panel to shut the door.
the door shuts. Hank,
I walk to the door And trying to keep my shit together, I start banging away on the paddle. I go, did you get a screwdriver? Something, Jules. I try to disable the opening mechanism for the engine room door, which would force us to have to cut through.
Put my hand on it on Hank as he's doing that. No, we still have to get in there. We still have to.
Now, Rig, stepping through the corridor, far in the distance, is this creature.
Oh boy.
Stepping out into the corridor, you see this emaciated, tall humanoid creature with leathery and graceful skin. A series of grasping claws protrude from its torso to their face and becomes a mouth or some sort of organ that's opening up, pointing at you, and a horrific scream echoes down the corridor. Everyone make a sanity save.
What the fuck?
That is another failure for Rig.
Failure for me. Everyone gets more stress.
A 6.
If I'm on the other side of the door they close and in a different room, do I still get that stress from the scientists?
I would say I got everyone's one action. So you were getting through the door, you were looking down the corridor, Monroe was bashing the vent, and now this thing has happened. So the doors, you're all still by the door.
Cool.
So it was like one action before this thing acts. And a scream just pelts down the corridor, amplified even. Everyone take your failures, as you have. And then something else happens.
Hank manages to steel himself against this horrific noise, perhaps feeling bolstered by the fact that he's holding a firearm, and I train it down the hallway.
You all take an additional 1 stress as this voice racks your brain.
Put my hand to my ear.
As this creature looks at you. Now we have entered initiative. Everything acts as once in about a 10-second interval. So everyone can describe what they're doing in the world, and we will go from there.
Rig in combat mode now. Both feet planted in the ground. That machine gun spinning on his shoulder. Fuck this. And starts.
He fires, so that's a
corridor.
combat check. Hank?
I jump at the machine gun fire echoing and ripping down the hallway. Fuck! I turn and look towards the gate, and I head for it. The airlock. Let's get out of here, guys.
The one you exit for, or the one behind you into the engine room?
The one Monroe entered.
Oh, hey, that's a vent. So Monroe now disappears through the vent, leaving a space for you.
Let's go.
Okay, you climb into the vent as well. Jules?
My hands over my ears. I cower for a moment and then follow Hank and Monroe into the vent.
All right. Not enough room for you, but you are outside the vent, ready to go through. They are all basically trying to shovel through this thing in one round. This creature runs up to you, Helix, as your bullets are firing off. Please make a combat check.
Oh, 80 failure. My shots are firing wildly.
It is bouncing off this creature as it's coming forth. It stumbles a bit as your bullets pepper its flesh. It loses footing and bangs into the bulkhead right a meter away from you as it snarls once more, locks onto you, and we begin a second round. As this thing is now in melee range, you are point blank, and Monroe and Hank are halfway in the vent. Let's go.
Well, Rig is not going to fit through that vent, so Rig is standing and shooting.
Shit. Monroe makes it through. He crawls through. He punches out the exit to this vent and is now in one of the southern engine rooms. It's clear! It's clear!
Banging my knees against the bottom of this vent, bruising them, scrambling across, making sure to hang on to my pistol. I follow.
Hank, you make it through and out into this room. You see the southern engine room. To the east of the room is the door to engine number 2, engine B. It is like there's fuel conduits on the wall. It's pretty cramped space. It looks like a functioning engine room with no damage. The lights are all powered up.
All right. Let's go, Jules, let's go.
However, concerningly, as for the vent shaft, there is one other exit door, normal-sized doorway, to the east.
Let's go.
All right, you all enter that room. Jules, you're in the vent, but making it way through, correct?
Scrambling.
You make it out of the vent and now see the others looking in the room.
I reach through and help him through.
You are now all safe in the engine room B. As we go to Rig, this creature is in front of you going...
I scream back and plant the feet. Point blank range.
This thing's the head opens up like a flower and this eye stares into yours and starts to drain your energy out of you. Roll your combat check. Success. Roll your damage.
26 damage.
26 points of damage. You start shooting this thing. It's still looking at you as the bullets are ripping off parts of its flesh, as the energy is being sapped out of your psyche and your mind is being assaulted. Lose 5 sanity.
Lose 5 sanity. My sanity is now 12. 12 sanity.
Lose 5 intelligence.
My intelligence is now 22.
Roll a sanity save.
That's a 28. That's a failure.
You take 4 stress. Then finally, as it takes a toll on your mind, take a wound.
A full wound.
Take a wound.
Ouch.
Roll a d10. Physically.
Physically roll a d10.
Physically.
Let me find a d10.
Thanks for waiting, guys. This is a lot happening.
Better me than them. That is a 10.
The force of this mental barrage, your legs shake and you drop to the ground, weak at the knees. Having taken a wound, your health resets and you will have 1 wound, but you are still alive as this creature has finished its action. Now we enter round 3. Hank and Jules, what do you do?
I panic around, or looking around, hurriedly looking for the warp drive controls. As I do so, I pull out my pocket computer again, scrolling quickly through the menus, picking up the calculations that we had used to jump here and quickly reversing them.
You find the jump controls, you find the warp core controls. However, the navigation computer malfunctioning. All your commands, you're trying to enter them, they're being blocked out by the system, almost erased as you're putting them in.
What do we got, Jules?
It's fighting me. The navigation computer itself is fighting me.
We got to get to navigation or we ain't never getting out of here. I jump again when I hear Rig's gun go off.
You've got 2 options to leave this room. 1, back through the vent to the north. 2, through the normal sized door to the east, just above you.
Fuck. Jules, go.
I hit the door open.
You're back in the engine drive room. You see those 2 bodies laying down to the north, their eyes flickering, but they have not moved. The airlock that you tried to get through before is to your west. As you know, Rig is behind there with that god-awful thing.
I turn and step towards that door, and is there a view panel to look through?
You have to open the door, but it is open. You can see Jules.
I follow Jules.
Okay, you enter the room as well, and you see the flickering eyes of those corpses on the ground. Monroe follows you. What the fuck are we going to do? We can't leave him out there. Shh.
I hit the door, thinking back to the crew that I failed and caused them to be burning husks. I decide in a moment to open the door so Rig can come in here too. The door to the west?
Rig, the door to the west is open. You see this creature hovering over Rig, who is weak at the knees and on the ground, kneeling down as we enter another round.
I fire my pistol at it.
Fire the pistol. So I think that was another round, correct, Andrew? Okay, so you're on the floor. The pistol has been fired. Monroe is behind Jules. He's got his axe quivering in his hand. He doesn't want to go closer. Jules is seeing this happen. Rig, this creature, reaches out a claw.
Brig is going to attempt to stop the claw with his pneumatic claw. He wants to catch the hand and clamp down on it.
Let's do a strength check with advantage to see if you can stop this thing as its claw comes down. Hank, roll a combat check as you're firing the revolver.
That is a success on a 1.
A 1.
A 1.
Squeezing my eyes before actually pulling the trigger, my shots go astray.
The bullets fly past you. Lucky you were on the ground. As they fly over, they barely graze this creature. It hits it in its side and its shoulder goes wild and slaps harmlessly off your claw with a 78 failure as it goes once more. Everyone roll a panic save. So roll a d20 and pray to go over your stress.
Success.
I'll be rolling with advantage. Success.
With a 19.
That is a 12.
Oh dear. Not only does everyone now has to make a fear save,
Got it.
your heart begins to fail, Rig. That mechanical heart begins to fizzle and short circuit. You lose another wound.
Ooh.
Sorry, you reduce your maximum wounds by 1.
Okay.
And you have disadvantage on all rolls for a while, and your minimum stress increases by 1 as your heart picks up the slack and jumps back into functioning. Still alive. Are you going to stay still? Are you going to get up?
There's not much that I can do. I've got this thing clamped with one. I've got one of its arms
holding it.
Clamped. Given I'm point blank holding it in place, can that counteract the disadvantage?
Yes, I'll give you a normal roll. We go into another round, gentlemen, so all of you now declare your actions as you're seeing Rig standing toe-to-toe with this. Hank, your gun it did something. It distracted it for a moment, saving perhaps Helix's life. Monroe now, oh fuck it, runs forward with the axe, going to take a shot. Get off him!
I run to the north, past the quivering eyelids of these corpses, and open the door beyond.
Okay. Your intention is to escape the area, to get away from danger.
Yes.
Very well. You are now in the top room.
I follow him.
Hank, you follow. You are now with Jules.
Let's go!
In the northern room. Monroe and Rig are going toe-to-toe with this thing to the south, which we will now resolve in full. This creature goes to attack you again, Rig. Monroe comes in with his axe and rolls a combat check. Rig, were you combating?
Rig was combating.
Then do it.
I did.
Oh, that's not a good sign. 67 over Monroe's combat. The axe just bounces off this thing's hide as it attacks you with another horrific scream. Roll a fear save.
That is a critical failure.
Oh boy. You gain another 2 stress, plus
That puts me at 21 stress.
you now lose 1 point off your most highest stat. Getting a crash course in mechanics here, guys.
Oh yeah, it's all gone poorly for Rig.
And now the claw. Something is looking out over you because this claw rakes across your metal arm and scratches big gouges in it.
You see the red gear symbol in Rig's armor plating, with massive gouges through it.
As you roll another panic, please roll a d20. I'm sorry, guys. This is a lot happening to him.
D20, let's go. And if my stress is 21, don't I automatically fail? I can't roll less than my stress.
But you'll get a number.
That is a 1.
You get an adrenaline rush. Holy shit, this is... You get advantage on all rolls for the next 2d10 minutes.
Which just counteracts my heart attack condition, which gave me disadvantage.
Now you have normal rolls, and you reduce your stress by 3.
Back in the game, back to 19 stress. This is fine. Things are fine.
We enter another round. Jules, Hank, you hear screams coming from the corridor.
We have to get out of here. We got to get out of here, Hank. It's our only chance.
I shot the thing. I don't know. Those guys are too close. I didn't want to shoot them. You know,
you've got the ventilation in front of you to the south in this new room. It leads to the cargo bay.
Just keep moving, man. Just keep moving. I don't fucking know.
I follow Hank through the ventilation shaft towards the cargo bay.
You get to the door, and it's you can punch through. It's right there. The vent is right there.
All right. I stop. I go, wait. I'd listen for just a second and then punch through if I don't hear much noise in there.
All right, the noise punches through, and at the same time, we cut back to Rig and Monroe. Monroe grabs you, Rig, still laying on the floor, and starts dragging you backwards through the door, pulling you away from this creature. Hit the door! Hit the fucking door!
Fuck! He'll reach up and slam the door.
It shuts, and a second later, you hear scratching at it, beating it in. It is shut. We cut back to Hank and Jules.
Crawling through, desperate for an answer, spilling out into the cargo hold. I stand up. I quickly look around.
A few things. 1 second. There's a lot to see. Opening up into this cargo area. Filled, well provisioned with exo-loaders, built for archaeological digs. With shiny laser cutting arms on the side. You see earth movers, cranes, alongside conventional tools such as picks and shovels littered around the area. You see terrain management gear in the corners containing vac suits and mag boots, cold weather parkas. You see rations, all these kind of supplies. However, in the center of the room houses a strange statue.
I look at the exosuit very carefully. I go, look at this stuff, man.
I look at the statue, and I find the geometry of the statue disturbing.
This artifact, made of a dark, twisted metal, depicts a grotesque statue of excessively jointed, twisted limbs entwined with screaming faces locked in a scream. Too many eyes. It's about 1 meter wide, 1.5 meters high, and there's broken pieces of a cargo crate flopped out on the floor. This horrible effigy scattering outward. And finally, surrounding the artifact are 3 emaciated figures wearing bloodied jumpsuits. They are kneeling around the statue, foreheads touching, hands touching, revealing gaunt, elongated, webbed digits. Roll a sanity save.
Jules, check out this exosuit, man. Maybe we can fight back in this thing.
Success. Forget the suit. Forget the suit. I point.
What do you mean? It's got lasers.
I point to the those 3 figures genuflecting in front of this horrific statue.
I turn. My eyes fall upon this horrific visage.
Roll a sanity save, Hank.
Sanity.
What have you got left?
I'm at 14 sanity. Wait. I have 14 stress, so I'm going to roll a d20, right?
No, just a sanity save. So just
Okay,
roll
I'm
against
sorry.
your sanity, a d100.
You can cut that out.
We're learning.
Failure, 74. What the fuck is that? What are those guys kneeling down?
Let's cut back to the others. The door shut in front of you. You're hearing the scrapes and bangs of this creature raking its way across the door. What do you do? Where'd the others go? Get up, you motherfucker!
I'm just sitting there catatonic. There's blood running down from his one remaining ear, blood running down from his nose. He's just so shell-shocked. is almost on autopilot, gets to his feet, stands up, not even acknowledging Munro's presence, just turns and starts walking back towards the other room, to the other area, away from this monster, away from whatever the that is.
And we cut back to Hank and Jules in this
Jules,
area.
take the goddamn gun. I hand it to him. I start climbing in one of the suits, the excavator suits that has lasers.
You run to this suit, you get in front of it. These creatures look up from the effigy, turn their heads, and scream and begin to follow you. All three of them begin running after you to catch you. They do not get there in time. You get to the exoloader, but you cannot get in it yet. Jules.
I take the revolver in my hand. I point it in the direction of this statue, and I squeeze the trigger, and I keep pulling the trigger until the cylinders just go click.
As this scene plays out, Hank, you are now in front of the exoloader, trying to clamber in, as these walkers are hot on your heel, reaching out, rending with their claws, and will reach a final point to see if what happens. You take 19 points of damage. You take 14 points of damage. And the other one goes wide. However, I think that's a significant amount of wounds as it tears into your flesh. The first blow on my back as I'm turning to reach into the exosuit, I feel like this impact, not realizing the level of horrible damage that I've been taking. And my back just feels cold, wet with blood. I turn around to see the final blast coming across my face and neck. And death is almost instant from their ferocious strength as I am smashed against the exosuit. We finish on that scene as the screen goes black. And unfortunately, that is all the time we have for this evening. Gentlemen, what a finish.
Crazy.
I don't think there's an episode 3. I don't know, but
That's a hell of a crash course.
That is an excellent
That's a
course
hell of a crash
in
course.
Mothership.
That was awesome.
Kudos to you, Andrew. Excellent description. I really loved the whole bleeding through the ear thing, and just like, man, that was awesome. Great job for our warden too, running a few newbies through the system.
Very good stuff.
Man.
thank you very much, Crispy and Dean. I know you got to shoot off, Crispy, but a few more minutes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was a demonstration of the Mothership Sci-Fi Horror RPG. This adventure was the Screaming on the Alexis from the Dead Planet module by Tuesday Night Games. What are your final thoughts, gentlemen?
I'm a fan.
Yeah, big fan. Loved it. It was great.
Yeah. And I really appreciate both of you guys. Great stuff. Sorry if we took a little bit of the spot from you, Rick. That's why I was trying to chill out on the second session. I was like, it's time for the Marines.
No, he got it all at the end there.
Hey, that's it. You know, when it came to combat, Rig certainly got his ass kicked. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're alive.
Yeah.
Hank is probably not.
The game does an excellent job of conveying that horror and this feelings of powerlessness and like nothing's working, and I'm getting more and more
increasing.
Yeah, like
dread.
the stress just builds and builds and builds, and then
that's it. And the worse it gets, the worse it continues to get.
Spirals.
A snowball effect.
We were talking about heart attacks, and you got one.
Yeah, exactly.
No, the system's really cool. I do like the way that stress mounts up. I like the way that the system stays out of your way and lets you sort of role play what failing is. You fail, you role play. I like that, and then it keeps escalating. It's great. I mean, it captures the spirit of Event Horizon and Alien and everything else.
I wanted to choose this adventure because it's very front door, as in derelict spaceship, out in the middle of nowhere, weird creatures. It's pretty pretty basic, but definitely you can get a lot of meat out of it with the character work, your fine character work. We really felt for some of those characters. I don't know if they will survive. It depends if we do a third episode. That's for a future time. Crispy, if you want to say your piece and shoot off, you can. Dean, would you like to stick around just a little bit longer to deconstruct? Or
Sure. So a big thank you to the Andrews, Australian friends that are doing this. Is just fantastic. If you haven't, if you're new to this podcast, check out their other stuff. They're excellent adventures. They're very well done, top-notch production, and I can see why Mothership is. Those that enjoy Mothership should be watching this podcast. It is really, really good. So thank you very much for our host, and appreciate the invitation. Always love the chance to role play someone that's losing their sanity. I don't know why. Maybe I should see somebody about that. But I do really enjoy this. It was great. So thanks for having me on. My apologies that I got to run.
Thank you,
but
Crispy.
it was a great time. Just fantastic. So
we will spruik your channel as you leave.
Yes.
Everyone go check out @Table Runner on YouTube. The advice videos are second to none.
Thank you.
A lot of that we've incorporated into this very show you're listening to is thanks to this
I'm
gentleman.
honored.
This advice has
Honestly,
been-
I'm honored.
yes.
That's very kind. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
So we'll let you go. Thank you very much,
Thank you, sir.
Crispy.
Back at you, brother. Thank you.
Class act, Chris. I'll see
See
you
you
soon.
again soon.
Good people.
Dean,
Yes, man.
thanks for sticking back a little bit with us.
Yeah, man.
Would you like to elaborate any further on your experience, or?
So it was great. Kudos to you guys. I think it's so helpful when the reduction of out of character talking allows us to maintain the mood. And I think you did a really good job of keeping all that stuff as brief as possible, because this is the type of genre that I think demands that the table not be goofing off the whole time, because it'll take me, it takes you out of the character. And I felt Hank's struggle. I felt all the struggles around me very strongly.
The dream sequence you gave just was really a glimpse. You don't usually get that from in-character role play because it's an internal monologue. The other characters aren't seeing it, but it's something I think is required for the narrative medium.
I dig it.
If you're watching a movie or a show, you will see these things that aren't necessarily visual.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think routinely you hear words like, TTRPG sessions aren't a spectator sport, but here we are. And as they've become one a little bit, I do enjoy the fact that there are some things and staying in character and doing dream sequences that let people who are listening along to an emerging story, and it's cool to help them be like, wow, thinking of that thing. And it also helps me, the role player, right? I'm thinking of my past, and I had kind of this idea for this guy who maybe made a big mistake and cost some people their lives. And when you gave me a dream opportunity, it's like, okay, here we go. We'll let this play out a little bit. So I appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah. What about you, Andrew?
Yeah.
Good dream.
Oh, thank you.
Sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams. It was, all went pretty poorly for poor Rig, but I mean, that is Mothership. That is the beauty of Mothership.
Episode 1, name Sweet Dreams.
Done and dusted.
Episode 2, Nightmares, or some such.
Rude Awakening.
Rude Awakening.
Rude Awakening.
There we
That's
go.
good.
Do you reckon we'll get an episode 3? Would people want to see you come back and see how we deal with this? With that, or did we get an end?
I think we certainly got an end, probably not the happy ending, but I mean, with the way everything went with this particular mission, it very much seems like even if we managed to kill these bad things, I still don't know if there would even be a way to get out of the system if there's this weird time loop going on that's messing the ship up. Like, if
What do you think happens in the hour when the hour goes by? Did you pick up on that, everyone?
A little bit late, but yes.
See, I as the player did, I know my character would not have had any idea of how that was going on. So
You got a little bit, you started getting it from the androids. Hang on, 35 minutes? 36 minutes, 38 minutes. What's going on? And then at some point between the hour, all the lights turned on, which you guys saw on your ship.
Right.
So there's a little bit of a tell there, but I think you worked out towards the end. You had to get to the engine room before you felt a timer ticking down. You just unfortunate.
Sure.
It was something bad.
Yeah, right.
As to the ending, I think right after Hank, it's more or less hammered.
Allegedly, you could survive.
Sure. It seems as if Hank has been killed, which would then mean Crispy's character, Jules, has emptied his pistol into a statue, and now there's three things bearing down on the 58-year-old scientist that he's probably screwed. So that leaves poor Rig and Monroe, and I don't think they have the ammunition.
Jump into the warp core.
Take the easy way out, yeah.
Vaporize like in Star Trek.
You got it. But no, I do appreciate the system. I do appreciate that you didn't call for, it's funny because you look at the character sheet and you go, oh, wow. So this thing that's my job, I'm kind of 50-50 at if it goes to the dice. So one of the things you did that I appreciated was you ran it in a way where you're like, there's no rolling here. This is part of your job. When you said that, I said, okay, cool. Now I get it because I'm like you. I prefer less rolling.
Now you're getting with Mothership and how it works.
Yeah.
Some people still roll for opening doors and performing routine maintenance, surgery in a well-lit room without any pressure for a surgeon. Why is the surgeon rolling to do
Sure.
You know what I mean? It's only in times because you're going to fail. It's stacked against you.
If the ship's listing on its axis and
that's when you might roll.
And you're trying to do heart surgery, okay, let's get a roll going. But
so I don't think you should dumb down the system to make your players survive longer, as long as you're not letting them roll for every little thing. It's not designed for that.
Yeah, it's in Mothership, it's really a game that you don't want to be rolling because if you are going to roll, you're more likely to open yourself up to something worse happening than actually succeeding.
Exactly.
It's such a good point. And that's how I felt. So kudos to the system and kudos to your wardenship, as it were, because every time I had to roll the dice, I was like, oh, fuck.
But it is fun to roll dice.
It
and
is.
The anticipation
to be clear.
What
I mean by that is I felt the tension. It didn't feel like, okay, make a lore check. And I'm like, even if I fail, you're going to tell me anyway, like a lot of games. You know what I mean? So it's like rolling felt like there were stakes. And I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're never rolling just for the sake of rolling. You're always rolling to determine what shitty thing is going to hit you next.
Every time I rolled, sanity was on the line, you know?
Oh, yeah. It climbed up high for you. I think you got 4 sanity from the first scream. That's what did it.
Yes. Well, the 4 sanity took me from 15 to 19.
19
and then all the other failures, I got up to 21. It just,
So for the panic
table. I was at 15.
For the panic table, 19 is heart attack or short circuit. And 20 is retire. That's a bit weak way to say you're fucked, but 20 is retire.
What is he gets on a pod and he goes home?
Yeah, it's literally like, no, I can't do this anymore. I quit.
Off.
I'm done. Goodbye.
Bye. He just brains out. Actually, I don't want to.
I mean, that
your YouTube in trouble for saying such a
I'll
thing.
cut that out. The wonders of editing. And but it's that we had a content warning. I think we didn't do one for this, but it's implied.
It's apropos to the setting. You know, you think of a film like Event Horizon, people are just clawing their own eyes out and stuff. Yeah. It's like,
where we're going, we don't need eyes to see. Sam Neill, Australian actor, right?
He's phenomenal.
Yes, it is.
Is he Australian? I thought he was born in Ireland.
Oh, you would know more than me. You're the film buff.
It's all right. A lot of Australians are born in Ireland.
We claim him like Russell Crowe. We claim him.
That's fair enough.
So, Dean, would you like to give your spruik, your wares to final out, and we'll let you get going to your commitments?
Yes, I'll try to keep this brief. My name is Dean. I run a very humble YouTube beginnings called Gallows Humor Games. I also run something called The Lost Drive-In, or LSG Media. If you Google LSG Media, you'll find a lot of stuff I've done over the years. Podcasting is kind of my thing. I'm breaking into the ttrpg space. It's been my hobby since 1980, I'm ashamed to say. And I've always wanted to content create in it, but I just wasn't sure how to do that. And I'm starting to zero in on how I want to do that. And I couldn't be more honored to have been asked after not knowing Andrew for very long to be on this show. So that was a huge, like, all right. When you're starting out, even though I've been in the podcasting game for a long time, when you're starting out and somebody reaches out a hand who has a decent following, who makes a good product, it makes you feel good. So, man, I really appreciate it. I'm indebted to you for that.
No, I appreciate you playing with us as well. It's the feeling's mutual. I do have a tendency of asking random people to join the podcast. That's great. As evidenced by Andrew here.
Andrew, compliments on committing to and maintaining that Scottish brogue. That's gutsy.
Well, thank you
like,
kindly.
Wow, this guy immediately steps it up. I was like, oof.
That voice is pretty similar to his campaign character voice, being Irish or Scottish.
Well, nonsense. See, Conlet O'Malley is more up here, whereas Rick was more down here.
Yeah,
it's totally different.
It's totally different.
Totally different.
The Irish are more sing-songy.
And I sounded like another character that I play in the campaign as an NPC. But
a little bit, yeah.
A little bit, just a little bit. It's a default voice.
At one point, I'm doing sort of like the gruff thing, and at one point I was like, "Wait, that sounded like Hulk Hogan. I need to back that off a little." Yeah. So I didn't want to be
brother.
Yeah, brother.
We have another character like that too. Actually,
we do.
I'm sure.
All right,
there's like 3 registers. That's it. You know.
We all have to go. I'll let you go, Dean, and I'll just do my preamble to finish. And
thanks again for coming.
Thanks again for coming to play.
It's been absolutely fantastic.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Awesome
I really appreciate it. Right on. It was awesome. I hope to do it again in the future.
Yes, definitely. This was this was make or break for me, because you know how much I hate online play, just in general. This is the first time doing it with video, and obviously with anyone over there in the US. So I think it went really well. I'm very happy with it, and it makes me want to do it again in the future.
Excellent news. I'm looking forward to it, assuming I get a little nod.
Yes.
No pressure.
No pressure. All right, you may stop your recording, and I will finish my stuff myself.
Outstanding. Gentlemen, thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
It's a pleasure.
Right on.
Thanks, you,
guys. You have a wonderful day, and we'll talk soon.
Yes.
You too, brother. So yeah.
Take it easy, boys.
All right. That was episode 2. Perhaps the finale. Sounded like one.
I think that's the finale.
Of Nobody Wake the Bugbear, Table Runner Crispy, and Gallows Humor Games. And Andrew.
And me.
You're Nobody Wake the Bugbear. Presenting The Law of Salvage, an actual play of the introductory module, The Screaming on the Alexis. Plenty of that. Included in the adventure Dead Planet, published by Tuesday Night Games for the Mothership Sci-Fi Horror RPG. This YouTube video shows artwork from the module, along with additional artwork by myself. We're slaving away at it by hand, well, on the mouse, to adapt it into an immersive video experience. I'm sort of bigging myself up, aren't I, Andrew?
Oh,
I'm tooting my own horn. I'm waxing my own...
Humility gets you nowhere.
Yes. The music in this episode has been brought to you by the amazing Carl Casey of White Bat Audio, with the synthwave tracks you hear throughout the show, and Alex Nakarada from creatorchords.com. Other sound effects and music have been sourced from freesound.org, also using the Creative Commons license. This show, as always, would not be possible without the generous support of our patrons. I'm sorry I don't have a list to read out, but it would be in a following up episode, I'm sure.
And you know who you are, and you know that we love you.
Thank you. If you would like to support the show and listen to the episodes early, you can join the Patreon and find us at www.patreon.com/NWTBPODCAST. It would also not be possible without the collaboration of Table Runner Crispy and Dean from Gallows Humor Games. Please go and check out their channels. I'll put the link in the description. Thank you, Andrew, for joining me.
Thank you, Andrew, for having me.
Thank you, everyone, for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
play. And it is counting up. 1111. I can see it moving. Andrew?
2. Hello, hello.
You can hear yourself in your cans?
Yeah, I can hear me.
Good.
Thank you, gentlemen. Yeah, I was just checking with the wife. I have a little bit more time than an hour, so
Oh, good,
if you
good.
need, it's what, 10 my time.
I don't think we'll finish the whole adventure anyway in an hour. It's just to get a nice solid episode 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll leave it open, obviously, for a chance in the future. So
Sounds great.
Always fun to leave it on a cliffhanger.
Yes, I agree.
I love my Cliffies. Cliffies is the official term.
That's the good move. That's a good move.
All right. So I just told Crispy, Dean, that I stopped my recording at 1 hour, 48 minutes and then restarted a new one, which has just started now.
Okay.
So Crispy wasn't sure if it would make a new recording or not. So he's just left his recorded.
Yeah.
Recording now. And yours is about now 1 hour 53?
152.
Oh, pretty close. Yep. Oh, it's good. So do you want to make a new file or just keep it going?
I usually would keep it going, but if you want 2 files, I can do 2. But you should do another clap track on a second file.
Correct. I think if Crispy's not doing that, it's not too much of a problem. I'll just cut the track for both of you.
Right.
So let's not ruin a good thing and just keep it going.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Why mess with it?
All right. Bit of a drink. Getting a bit drier in this weather.
How is it where you at weather-wise?
It's rather humid a little bit because we got some rain, but it should be getting hotter. But the last 2 days we got a bit of rain. So
Well, yeah, last week we were supposed to get hot weather, like 45 degrees Celsius, and then instead we got rain and just miserable cold weather all week. So
Gotcha.
see, now we are boomers. We're talking about the weather.
Yes.